last left our heroes, and I know it's been a while, everybody, so let's get right on into it. You all were participating in your downtime. You know, had a lot of character growth together. We had a moment between, Mako and Kitasha that was a very heartfelt sauna moment. Very, very good bro moment there. It's great. Joe found
I
out
don't know
that
if
his
we can.
livelihood was to the ground.
Mhm.
You don't know if what?
I was like, I don't know if we can categorize it as a bro moment.
Yeah. There's a distinct lack of bros.
Just very distinct lack of pros. That is correct.
Speaking as a bro, we
Gender
call them
neutral
bromance.
bro. It's a gender neutral broman.
Thank you.
We call that a bra.
Bra. Thank you. True. 10 out of 10. But yes, we also had Kitasha having some time with some of her siblings. And I believe that Joe had something he wanted to discuss with the party when we met back up. So before we get into mission discussions, let's go to that.
So I guess, are we all together, just like in the guild somewhere?
Yeah.
Whatever y'all want to be doing.
We can gather around a table or something. Okay.
You have the mess hall. You have your little house. Not house. Your little suite dorm thing.
Yeah, I guess somewhere a bit more private is probably better. But yeah, okay. I'll say to both of you. So I've got some news, and I've got a note, and it reads, "You know what you've done, Topaz. It's up to you to fix it. No guild walls could keep you safe. You belong to us."
Ominous.
It is ominous, and it's on burnt paper, which is not a good sign as well. So, long story short, my shop is completely burned to the ground, and my apartment, and all of my possessions. My daughter and brother are safe. So that's good. I'm trying to stay on the positive things. It's been rather stressful today, if I'm honest. So it seems that there's a gang of some sort that is burnt down my shop, and seems to be threatening me. As far as I can determine, my family are not at risk. They know not where they live, which is good. But still, they came very close to harming my family, which makes me quite angry. And I don't know what to do next, or if anything can be done at this point. But I wanted to trust you both. And neither of you seem like you're the type to set fire to things, so, you seem pretty good people overall. You don't seem like you're part of the gang.
Well, speaking personally, most of my power comes from the ocean and storms. So it's kind of hard for me to set fire to things.
You seem like you'd be a very good ally in this situation specifically.
Yeah, that's true. Can I see that paper real quick? Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like, is it possible to insight the paper? Can I do some forensic psychology bullshit on the handwriting?
You can definitely try. Yeah, insight or investigation, I guess.
Insight. I have much better stats than that. 14?
Okay, so how long has Kitasha lived in Dragonrook now? How long would you say?
At least a couple years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've definitely heard in the time that you've been here that there is a gang of sorts that has been causing a lot of issues. In individual areas, you've heard a lot of, like, protection, fees being passed around to places, or lots of, burnt down individuals, places. You know of the group in passing, you think it was called the Burning Hands? But you're not entirely sure, like, you know that they exist, and this definitely seems like one of their calling cards. But you can't pinpoint, like, an individual. You do know this tends to happen when people piss them off, but that's kind of where your knowledge of it kind of ends.
Were you paying protection money?
No, I was helping them out at the risk of my shop being burnt down. I would fix gizmos and gadgets and weapons and armor. Just if they came in having something needing repairs, I would help them. And in exchange, they wouldn't burn down my shop and kill my family. But then I went and joined the guild, which temporarily closed the shop. And I suppose they saw that as a sign that I was running away, and so seems they've sent a message.
All right.
Well, it definitely seems like you pissed him off. Mako, did you want to take a look at this? I think you've been here longer than I have.
Yeah, I'll take a look. What was the roll again?
Insight or investigation?
Let's see.
Yeah.
One of those I can do a bonus on.
I as Katasha did insight. I don't know if that'll change the type of information you get from a roll.
I mean, like they're about there. It's a 1 point difference for me, so I'll do investigation. It's a 12, and you know what? I will pop a superiority dice in order to add an extra D8 onto that. 1 second.
Okay.
So it's a 14 for me.
Woo!
14? Okay. Well, for your side of it, having, your military experience and a little bit of, like, the officer side of things, just briefly before you were, put in your own unit.
Yeah.
You remember a name that was something. It might have been Diego. It might have been Arthur. That was one of them that you remember hearing about at one point going around, but for some reason they'd evaded most of the city guards, and they still, as far as you know, hadn't really pinned down any of the Burning Hands. That's also the name you know that they go by.
Yeah. I'll ask Joe. Do Diego or Arthur do them? Do those ring any bells?
I wasn't usually given any names. It has been a while since I've seen them last. I don't know whether I could roll a history check, look at it, to see if I actually do remember any of the stuff.
I mean, you gave me part of this information and you have it written
Yeah.
down in your Discord message to me, so you could remember that name.
I could remember that name in that case.
You could also roll to see if you recognize either of those, but
Yeah, that's fine. I just kind of think it's in character to kind of, even if I'm giving you the name as the player, as probably as the character probably wouldn't know this. So, all right, I'll roll a history.
yeah, go ahead and give me a history to search your memory banks.
Mind
that's
palace.
that's a 12 from me.
That's good enough. You remember specifically the one who would come into the shop often was a, as you described, an angry dwarf with a very scarred face that everyone else just referred to as Mad Clyde. That was the main one that you ever had any influence with.
Okay. Yeah, the only name I picked up, the only one that really directly interacted with me was a dwarf called who everyone called Mad Clyde. I don't know if it was a nickname or a pet name or his actual name, but I don't know.
Mad James Clyde.
I don't know if there's a way of us tracking them down, or whether it's better that we don't do that and just wait and see if they try and contact me again. Regardless, I'm very glad to have you on, both around. You'll be potentially very useful allies if they try and, I don't know, mug me or something.
All right, so our leads right now are Diego, Clyde, and Arthur, right?
Yeah, it's just names
Yes.
that popped into heads.
Name's totally not stolen from something. Totally not. Because I had a brief moment of reading over this idea.
All right.
Are we going to meet Jude
And
soon?
I thought about it. We might meet Jude. You better be careful.
So yeah, I'm very sorry to spring this on the both of you. I don't imagine this is the best of news to you either, and also I don't imagine there's a ton that we can do right now with this. As far as I understand, they have no idea where my daughter is. So honestly, my bigger concern is that I just won't be able to visit her very easily if they are keeping tabs on me in some capacity.
No, I totally understand, your concerns and your caution, and I am more than willing to assist wherever I can. Perhaps if they are monitoring us, an option for visiting your daughter would be having me and Kitasha act as if we have you with us. Then if they're following us, then they won't follow. They won't look for you.
I appreciate that. And I mean, that way you would also get to hang out with my daughter, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but
I'm sure she would like both of you.
Yeah.
I'll
keep my ears out for any information. I'm sure I can get in contact with some of my old colleagues. They might have a bit more information on this. The information I have is a couple years old at this point, so maybe there's something new that's come out since then.
And I think it could be worth saying as well. On the one hand, I don't think we're in a position right now that we're able to try and go after an entire gang. I have no idea about the scope of the operation, and we could easily bite off more than we can chew. But on the other hand, my entire material possessions are now contained within a small bag in my room and a dog, so I don't really have a ton to lose in that sense. Anyway, just some food for thought, but probably nothing to be acted on at this time.
Yeah, I don't think we can definitely keep an ear out, but I'm not sure we'll be protected enough in the guild to, or powerful enough in ourselves to take down an entire gang.
Especially without knowing the scale of the operation, because if it's just 5 guys or something, maybe. But they can also burn down a shop, it seems, in quite quickly, which is troubling.
Yeah, I don't think it'll. Yeah, they're fairly well known, so yeah, we're definitely not in a position to stick it to the men. No offense, Joe. Um,
I love this group.
I don't know who this man is, but we'll stick it to him. Great.
We'll see how he likes to be stuck. Anyway, so what weren't we given a new star or something?
Yeah, we are now 1-star adventurers.
One whole star. Wow.
Mhm.
We're really making it up in the world.
I think we're doing fairly well after, I feel like we've been here around a week or so. Maybe a little over a week, but it's I think we've made pretty good progress for that time.
Yeah, I think well, let's see. Do you think you two need more time to rest, or do you want to go check out the board?
I feel like having something to do would probably be good for me right now to take my mind off other concerns. It's rather uncharacteristic, but in some ways I'd like to just hit something. But I don't. Yeah, I guess we'll see what's on the board.
Sounds good.
You know, Joe, it's also you can also scream into a pillow.
Mhm.
That is also an option.
Right now or later?
You can definitely do that right now, before we go down, or you can do it whenever. I think it might be a good outlet.
I'll give this screaming into a pillow a try. For the sake of it being 5 a.m, I will not be screaming in my house.
Come on, wake Josh up.
Come on, just
Wake
grab
the boy.
3 duvets and scream underneath it and say, "I'd like to come out now." Afterwards.
Alternatively, I've seen that punching things can help. If you want to come to the training room, we can do a sparring session with a punching bag.
Right, I'll try both options and see which one is better.
How does Joe feel after?
I think firstly, he's very hesitant about screaming into a pillow because it's an awful lot of self-expression.
I do also imagine that both girls are just staring at you like expectantly.
Yeah,
like,
it's
come
very
on.
much like it's not just a gut emotional thing that you just do almost instinctively, but it's just this very like, okay, how do I scream into a pillow? Do I fold it in half first? Like really overthinking it probably. Does it have to be like the normal pillow I use, or can it be any pillow? Anyway, so yeah, it's very clinical and probably not very loud.
Just a lot of
I think that helped. I'll practice.
It's okay. You'll get the hang.
Yeah. I'll make it part of my nightly routine or something. Get ready for bed, scream into a pillow, fall asleep. It's the yeah.
Joe has reached angsty teen levels. How about the sparring with Mako? How does that go? How does Joe feel after that?
Well, Joe's barely confident enough to wield a spear and a shield, which is a weapon you can kind of cower behind. So out in the open with just fists is probably quite scary.
I think Nicholas spends a good amount of time trying to convince you to actually punch the punching bag.
Yeah. I like that. Skelet's gonna punch back or something. I like that.
I'm now imagining that Joe finally does hit it and he, like, overcompensates for the throw and just smacks his head into the punching bag a little bit.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Or there's too much torque in the thing and he like throws his body forward instead of actually hitting it.
Yeah, the bag is just spinning and spinning. How was that, Mako?
Mako standing there like...
It's serviceable.
I see.
We'll work on this again later, but mostly what we're looking for right now is just get some of that emotion out. We'll focus on form later.
Okay, I think we've mostly exchanged concern for embarrassment, but I suppose
that's improvement.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the board and see if there's anything that we might be able to take on.
All right. You approach the board, and partially due to me wanting to space out when you can choose certain missions, there are 2 missions currently up on the board. So the first mission that you see is that apparently very similar path to where you were before in the mountains. There's a specific river that the mountain spring water would come down. It would help water all of these fields of like crops that were growing that are a pretty big, like, pretty big supplier for most of New Dragonrook. That river's dried up, and no one knows why. So there is a quest up there for a strapping young group to go try and figure out why the river stopped flowing, because it's really causing some problems for the farmland.
Understandably.
The other mission you see is a request for a request to help transport a religious priestess to a place. You're looking at it, you think it says Grove, but you're not really. You're looking at the name of it and you're trying to specify. You think it just says the Grove, and you're looking at it like, okay. I think I know that place.
That's cool.
Those are the 2 missions that you have.
Alright, we should probably handle the more local one first. I mean, like, I don't know where this grove is, but it's not anywhere around here. So, I don't think it's anywhere near, since I don't know where it is. Actually, would Nico know where it is? I don't think she would.
I don't think Mako would have had much travel out that way in particular.
Yeah.
Just because it's pretty secluded from everything that's gone down.
Yeah, so... Yeah. Mako has no idea where this is, so it's definitely not local. So we want to handle the
What is this
one first.
magical grove? Listen to the last podcast to find out.
It's like a nap for a commercial break, sponsored by The Grove.
The Grove. A D&D
Not the
podcast.
grove.
All right. I concur with Mako. We could potentially try and talk to one of the guild masters just to ask a little more details, or I don't know who we ask more details to, but failing that, I suppose we know where that river is, so that might be a good place to start.
Mhm.
If you want, hold on. Let me pull up where are my peeps.
While you're doing that, Michaela, when we were looking at jobs on the board before and we wanted to ask more information, who did we go to last time?
That's what I'm trying to decide for this specific mission, because I don't remember if you actually asked anyone about them. I think you just took them last time. I think Martin was there briefly.
Yeah, Martin was there to slap her hand away when we tried to take one that was too high.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. Martin was ready.
Slay the ancient. Slay the ancient gold dragon Mahagoroth or something. It's like, yeah, we can take that.
Yeah, y'all were like going after some dragons in a far off land, and he was like, "No, child." I'm realizing I don't think all the guild members have actually shown up. Who's here already? Okay, you know what? Miss Yaga will be standing nearby if you would like to ask her some questions. That is our sorceress, very old,
Oh, the old orc.
Orc is the word I'm looking for.
Grandmama.
She's over there looking. Yes, grandmama. Babushka, if you will.
It might be valuable.
She's over there leaning on her cane.
It might be valuable to ask about the grove. I mean, I assume we'll still take a second unless there's like a time sensitivity on it. But like we might ask about it just preemptively.
Whatever you'd like to do.
I'll go up to Miss Yagar, was it?
Yaga.
Yagar, alright. And say, so the three of us would like to take on a new mission, and we just would like a tiny bit more information if you're able to provide it. We are looking for something, in terms of deciding between these two, we want to know where they both are, and if one is more time sensitive than the other.
Oh, I see. Can I see those papers? I don't remember Yaga's voice very well, but I'm gonna try my best.
That's great.
It was very, it was very like, hello, it's me, old lady.
It's like Amanda doing her old lady voice.
Yeah, it's very like thin and a little reedy.
Yeah.
Like a grandmother who drank tea that's a little too hot.
Yes. Okay. That sounds about right. Well, in regard... Oh.
I was gonna say, like, yeah.
Yes, David. Would you like to practice this voice?
I was saying, like, I don't think I ever had a consistent voice for any of the characters in the past season, so I don't think you need to worry about it.
It's okay. The only one who needs a consistent voice is Kiza. With my, like, Microsoft Sam voice for... Okay. Well... Let's see, those two missions... Well, the more time-sensitive, I would say, is definitely the river. Because without proper watering for the crops, we're gonna run into some issues because that is a very major supplier of food at the moment. And if the crops don't get the water they need, we could run into, supplies dropping, and we could run into having to contact other areas in order to transfer in food, and that causes a price, fluctuation in the town, and we really don't want to deal with more price going up, do we?
No.
But yeah, I would say that one's probably more time sensitive. This one here, and I'm gonna cut in because I don't have the map anymore, David. I'm sorry, I don't have the world map.
I
You want to drop the world map?
Yeah, I'll drop the world map. I thought it was in the notes, but it wasn't. Never mind. All right.
Thank you.
Location.
Yes, this one is in this area, and we're gonna put the map in here in the video.
We can edit it in
nice.
post. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Exactly, it'll be in post.
We'll do EIP, just a little EIP here.
Let's see.
Do the YouTuber thing where they highlight their hands where the map is going to be, but then when it's edited in, it won't fit there, so they have to do it on the wrong side or kind of wrong angle.
Hold on. I think it's this side that David has set up. Map.
So for you, it's this side.
No, map. Map.
I might even do a full screen art for this one. Okay, I need to. Let's. Everyone's on a computer, so this will actually be easier if I just do it like this. I'm gonna drop in the. I can drop it in notes. Upload file. Downloads. Where are you?
Ugh.
All right.
But there's a world map, is there not?
Why did it do that?
There's one at the very top. Yeah, there's.
It is at the very top.
Oh,
it's a very hard to read.
I'm trying to remember where the Grove actually is. I believe.
So the Grove, I believe, was in Heaven's Gate, wasn't it, or was it?
Yeah, it's right. I think it's.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me go back to the old channel and see if I can find it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's probably in there. Hold on.
Is it in lore? No. Is it NPCs? No. General.
I don't see it in NPCs. Journal, maybe?
Let me
I have a very low clarity question about the map.
Yes?
Is there a spot
what is your question?
called Skull? Is there top left? Is there a spot called Skull McMuffin? Am I reading that correctly?
Wait, what?
Skull McMuffin? Hold on. No, it's
Am I reading that correctly?
Hell's Mouth, I think. I think she's seeing the portal to hell that you put in there, David.
Okay.
Why can I not zoom in on this image? Hold on.
You see what I mean? It's so hard to
like it. Why does it want to do this to me?
You can control zoom, it just zooms your entire. You can zoom your entire browser in, but it does work.
Okay, I do not have the thing. It does not exist.
Okay. So I'm gonna do something really lame. It's gonna look great, and we could probably just edit this out. But oh dear, what have I done? Go away, camera. We'll fix this. This is fine. Okay. How do I flip my screen? There it is. Okay, everybody, we're looking at the map. I'm gonna. If I remember correctly, the Grove is about here.
Okay.
New Dragon's Rook is right here, so you'd have quite a ways to go.
Pretty big walk. Okay.
So that mission's gonna be a long time if you are going by walking, or if you're taking airship or something like that, it'll be a much quicker travel.
Oh no, it's not.
You could do a really long boat.
Wait. I just opened up. I
Hold on.
opened up the Roll20 for the other one. It is actually in the south of Markov. It is like to the bottom right of the Brightlands. Hold up, let me.
Bottom right. Down here. Down here.
No, bottom right.
Or in the blue.
Yeah, in the blue.
It
So
is
it's
in the blue.
It's in the blue.
Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Alex traveled from over here all the way up over here.
Yes.
I'm now realizing. Oh man, Alex
Okay.
had a journey. Oh no.
I'm just gonna
Hello,
control
Totodile.
I'm just gonna
There you go.
print screen this and then I'll post it in the chat.
Okay, so like once again, still very long journey.
Hmm.
This
The journey
detour
time just
brought to you
doubled.
by the Grove. Yeah, it'd be a long journey. Also, so yes, the little landmass you were seeing, Anna, the red landmass that's on the upper left. Yeah?
Yep.
That is, if you zoom in, it is Hell's Mouth, which is a very large volcano.
Although Skull McMuffin is not only a great place name,
Skull McMuffin.
I want my next D&D character.
I would love if that is what Natasha has always thought it said.
Yeah,
Like,
let's go for it. The translation wasn't great on the map she saw. So
There we go.
okay.
I do a religion roll to see the significance of the grove.
Sure, because you were the only person in this group that wasn't part of the campaign. Go for it.
Yeah, trying to separate character knowledge from player knowledge. That's always a good one.
Oh, that's such a good roll. It's a 5. So good. So good.
You've heard spooky stories. Spooky stories of the Grove. There's big monsters that are within this giant, thistle bush that just spans for miles. And you've heard they ate young orcs. Just gobble them up.
I would like to say
That's
that
what you
Natasha has
know of
heard 2 stories. That's one story, and then the other one is
What did you press?
This?
You went like this. You went like this.
I did 2 fingers, and then I did 1.
Wait. Where did it go?
I don't know.
What did you do, balloons?
I don't know what I did.
You usually get the thumbs up bubble. But that was just like, I was not expecting
No, there you go. I don't know what's going on. So I would like to still make the suggestion that the second story Kitasha has heard has been that is where a bunch of teenagers go and crossfade with edibles and or alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
That feels like the Grove right there.
Yeah.
That feels like something that would have happened.
Well,
it's where the adventurous youths go to partake.
So
yes, I like that these are the 2 stories that you know.
It seems,
and you almost feel like, well, maybe it's second. Because, that first one is the one that your parents would have told you to get you to not go there.
Mm.
And you're like, well, the other one must be the more accurate then.
I think
why does a priestess want to go there?
I think regardless of the story, it sounds like it would be a long trip. And very intended. So perhaps we should stick with local issues first.
Yeah, if we handle the water, then That should be a little bit better. Also, how hard could it be to figure out what's stopping the water?
It's probably just turned off at the mains. You just gotta go and reset it.
It's probably
How
some.
big, how
Yeah,
big is
so-
the water?
It's probably like some dire beaver or something like that moved in or something like that.
Dire beaver. A were beaver.
I'm pretty sure someone
David,
took
I'm
out the
totally
drain
not
plug
feeling
and
an
the
arc
river
from
just went
Warriors
down with
here.
it.
This is
All the
not
water just
Warriors,
got-
the fourth apprentice. It all just got drunk. Everyone
Yeah.
just kept drinking the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heck, and Aquafina went through and bottled it all up.
Nah,
That's so hard.
nah, it's all Nestle's
Not at
fault.
all. Yeah, it's always Nestle's fault. Next ad
Sure.
break sponsored by Nestle.
You tried?
Alright.
Dasani took the entire river to figure out how to make their bottled water taste even more like, like plastic.
Watery.
Well, yeah, it tastes watery.
Alright.
Water is not
Extra
often
water
used
for
as
your
a
water.
Yeah, well, they always try and cram more water into the bottle somehow.
New Pantheon member just dropped. Idol of
Nesletae.
idol of drought. Nesletae.
David, please write that down. I'm gonna make it a thing.
Okay, I'll drop it in the. I'll drop it in the thing. Let's see,
Oh,
Pantheon. There you go.
It's gonna be like we had all of these really cool idols and the different gods, and and then it's just gonna become ad break.
Listen, if we don't build them in now, where else are they gonna go?
It's true. We gotta build it up because we're gonna get sponsored. We're all gonna get sponsored. Yeah, gotta believe that.
You get a sponsor. You get a sponsor.
Everybody gets a sponsor.
Everybody gets a sponsor.
No, but by the time we're big enough to have sponsors, we're gonna have been such a brand risk and alienated all of our potential sponsors.
No, they're
Except
gonna
for
tell
Dr.
us
Pepper.
to destroy certain episodes.
This is just an audio cut in it. Oh yes, Aquafina. Best water ever.
I was thinking, when you guys are saying Aquafina, I forgot that was a brand in America for water, and I thought you were referencing Aquafina, the actress.
The comedic
And
actress.
I was trying to figure out some connection with her and water, so I just kind of laughed. I was like, yeah, I get it. And I was like, I spent the entire time like, what movies has she done that she has a relation to water? Like, I guess she was a slightly water-themed dragon in Rare and the Last Dragon. I don't know. Is that a link? Who knows?
Nesletae is probably lawful evil or neutral evil.
True neutral. True neutral idol of drought.
This is beautiful. Truly, truly beautiful.
There we go. Nesletae, idol of drought, a true neutral idol of drought and thirst.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It's official.
All right. I think it sounds like we know which we're going for now. I think the other is going to take us quite far afield. Let's help the local area first.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll check out the river mission, I suppose. Thank you for your
Sounds
time.
lovely, dear. Here, and she takes the transport one and puts it back up on the wall. Just in case anyone else wants to grab it. She starts walking away.
All right, guys. It's a time trial. We got to get there and back, so that no one else takes our job.
That's true. Yeah. It's hard to say how popular traveling across multiple countries would be as part of a as part of a mission, but
I don't know, Elliot. How is traveling across multiple countries?
I'm sure it's a little.
Make will say, well, it's a selling point for joining the military, so I wouldn't be surprised.
some people like to travel, I guess. Some weirdos like to leave their home city.
Oh, those weirdos. Yeah, weirdos.
It's a good way to build business.
All right, so we'll take this mission. Let's go. Does anyone have any things they need to prepare before we leave? I'll summon Hercules, but otherwise, I don't know if there's any other prep I have to do.
Yeah. I can't remember. Last session, did I tell you two about my new companion?
No, I don't think you mentioned
No,
anything
you
to
didn't.
us.
Yeah, so I think then as we're prepping for the mission, Mako will show you guys, come to you guys, and like we'll hold out this like I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. Honestly, the easiest way to describe it, I have a picture of it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Before the time of next session, I will actually go through and put work with the map and put the Grove in there and a couple other cities so that we know what we're looking at.
I suppose that will help us if we are going to take the long one. After this one, it will help us to plan our route a little bit more. Like, we can see it.
Mhm.
We can take a stop at a major city or something like that. Yeah.
But yes, our wonderful, wonderful map.
All right, I'll post a picture of it in the chat a little bit later, but it's like a like a
Oh, it's
large,
like a little scorpion wasp.
yeah, a little scorpion wasp. That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's about, I'd say maybe a foot long. It's equivalent size of like a peregrine falcon or something like that.
That's terrifying.
Don't show Elena.
Oh,
Yeah.
she'll be fine.
Yeah, and
She's
Miko
fine.
will bring that out, kind of perched on her arm, and say, this, I'm not sure you would recognize this. This is actually, I'm not 100% sure myself. It was a gift from a former colleague of mine. It came in just last night. And she'll show you guys the little insect, which is what it's called.
Is it going to kill us all?
I don't think so. My best guess.
Who knows what cast is sending you?
My best guess, from what I can tell, this is related to the Thrycrane, I believe. It seems to share a similar, telepathic ability. Not in a full form of words or anything like that, but kind of just a mental connection. And so it will respond to me and kind of will act out, allowing me to allowing it to attack things for me. So it should assist us. I just wanted to let you guys know about it, and I don't know if either of you have ever seen anything like this before.
I can't say that I have off the top of my head. It's I'm not sure I'd like the look of it, if I'm totally honest. But if it's going to help us, then I suppose I'll trust your judgment.
Yeah, I mean we'll see exactly, but for the time being, it kind of as it's perching, it then kind of just like folds up and like tucks its legs in, tucks its tail under, and now it's just like a little like egg shape. And then she'll like kind of like set that into like a little pouch in her backpack. So it shouldn't be in the way. Just wanted to let you guys know about it before I pull it out in combat.
Mako's got a little buddy.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I've interacted with one of those before. They'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Katasha, is there anything you needed before we leave?
I think we need to load up on water before we go.
Yes.
I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yep. As you know, you can always supply up on your rations and water in the little cantina area. There's no longer, it seems like the staffing situation that was there earlier, there's no longer 2 guild masters manning the entirety of the cafeteria canteen area. There's now actually some just lower ranking guild members in there. So you're able to stock up on whatever it is you need.
When they're lower ranking, are we above them now? Have we progressed above these random guild members, or are they still better? No, they're still better than us.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the babies.
You are the babies. I mean, like, you just passed through trial round, so.
Yeah.
I might check out. I might check out if there's like an armory. If I could like trade in my crossbow and my bolts for like a arm guard, that'll make it easier to like for the kinsect to like just no mechanical bonus, just like make it easier for the kinsect to purge and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, there's a whole armory section that you can go into. You haggle a little bit with a kobold that is currently back there, eyeing it like, what if I give you this piece of equipment for it?
It's like, no,
You can tell that he's just messing with you.
It's like, dude, I just need a bracer.
But what about some nice... What is this thing? I don't know what this thing is. He tosses it. Fine, a bracer.
Yeah. All right. So then, yeah, I think I'll have the kinsect wrap around my arm a bit, so it's kind of just sitting off like almost like a Mega Man blaster or something.
Nice. Mako is evolving. We stand.
Classic Digivolve. Make it get the gun.
Oh no, my series has gone from being Pokemon to being Digimon. Oh no. I should have seen this coming with Hercules.
Yeah.
As long as no one starts wearing jorts, I think we'll be fine.
Well, no, it's first I get a gun, and then I become a human woman.
Yeah, but jorts have to come before and after, I think.
Something like that.
Well,
on the Digivolve.
A Draught's more of a dad thing to wear. Because if so, Joe may take the plunge.
Oh no, it will be Joe and Jorts, isn't it?
Joe and Jorts.
Utility jorts, though.
Yeah.
Maybe cargo jorts.
Cargo Jorts.
I hate them already.
You know, it's actually more practical to wear one pair inside another pair, because then you have double the pockets. It's actually more practical.
No. It'd be jorts with like the safari polo shirts with the massive front pocket.
Have you guys seen
David?
Yeah.
This is Mr. Hornsby. She's just describing Mr. Hornsby.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
Nigel. Yeah, Nigel. Smashing. Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that. There's like a.
It is Nigel.
There's like a skit video of this this new dad. Like, you know, he's just had his baby for the first time, and then his dad says, "Come, son." So his dad, who's like, you know, in his 50s, is like, right, it's time, and takes him to this room, and there's like folded up is like the dad outfit, and he's like, and he looks up in panic, and the dad's like, "Put it on," and he's like, "No, I don't want to." And he's like, "No," and it's like, yeah, it's like a polo shirt, some like I can't. What was it? I think it was like some like very generic dad trousers, then and socks that you had to tuck over the top, like running socks you tuck over the top of the trousers. I can't remember. So it was pretty funny. And the dad's like
with
cackling.
sandals.
Yeah, with sandals.
sandals.
Exactly. Yeah. And the dad's like cackling maniacally, and the son's crying. He's like, "Why are you making me do this?"
It is time.
All right.
But anyways, to get us back on track, you may walk out of the guild with your supplies in tow, to be met by a car with a new insectoid in it. This time you have a praying mantis driver. And he sticks his, like, blade of an arm back. What do you do?
Wait, that's why we pay him.
Yeah, were we given an address with the quest?
Yeah,
Previous?
we hand him the quest sheet.
Yep, you stick it onto the blade, and the weird little feelers that are almost invisible to the eye hold on to the paper and swipe it forward. Your Thrycrane looks at it, looks it back, flips the paper back to you, and starts careening down the road, as Thrycrane are wont to do. Who believes in road safety when you have telekinetics?
Good point.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry to derail this once again. Are the Thrycrane just the vampires from the Twilight Saga regarding driving?
Oh no!
Is that just who they are?
I have plot reasons for why the Thrycrane are why they are, but why did you have to bring up this horrible memory?
Am I wrong?
How they sparkle in the sun. No. Why?
I enjoy
things you
love.
Now for this, you're going to have so many more encounters on this mission. And no experience points.
No!
Okay. So eventually, I don't have a map ready. I'm sorry, but we're just going to deal with that. You are brought up to where the end of the road is. And you can see a really large farmland in front of you. And you can see where the kind of mouth of the river would have been. that kind of led through this area and then diverted into many small little like streams that continued on throughout the area. It's bone dry. Everything is dry. The plants are starting to wither, which this is a very, 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 very large field, and you're looking at it going, oh no, that's why this was important.
Can I climb down into the
would
riverbed?
feed. Yes.
I want
You
to try and
can.
do some sort of like feel the base of the riverbed, the stone and stuff, and try and determine how long the river's been out.
Okay,
or-
this makes more sense. Okay. I thought Joe just wanted to stand in the riverbed
I mean, that's pretty
because he
fun too.
wanted to.
Do I do like an investigate or something?
Sure. Let's investigate.
Investigate. I rolled really high, 25.
So you're looking
Yay.
at this probably started drying up right as you guys had left for your mission where the candle golem was, which was a little bit over 2 weeks ago. So yeah, they gave it some time to try and be like, maybe this is a fluke. Maybe something just fell and it'll be washed back away and all the water will come back. It's not come back.
Hmm.
Very dry. You're looking at 2.5 weeks.
Okay, I'll relay this to the group. Whatever's stopping the water is ongoing, and also to temporarily stop a river or to divert it is one thing, but to do that for such a length of time would, this would change lots of elements of this area. So,
Yeah.
I think we should follow this. We could potentially even walk along the riverbed if it's. This will end up where we're looking for pretty quick, or at least on one of the banks. Let's keep going and try and find the source of this.
I would like to do a perception or animal handling check to see if animals are actively avoiding the area.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Do you have a preference on which one I use?
Nah. Take your pick.
Okay. Well, they're both +3, so we'll do some animal handling. Okay, 15.
Yeah, you notice a couple stragglers around, but it seems like most of the animals are just not in the area. They've moved on from this spot just because there's not a water source, you would say. They've
Okay,
probably
so
gone
it doesn't.
farther upstream.
Okay, it doesn't seem
doesn't
like they're
seem like
actively avoiding it for
no.
like it's dangerous or it's like magically changed in some way.
No, it seems more similar to whenever like a water hole were to dry up in a like desert area. Where it's like, well, the water's gone, we have to move on to the next spot.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Right.
it doesn't seem like the animals are avoiding this area because it's bad.
I think we'll just have to keep making our way upstream, see what's there.
Right, let's play some heroic walking music.
Themes from Lord of the Rings begin to play.
Yes.
And we're walking.
Well, I was going to say Elder Scrolls, but
I was gonna pop in with Tom Cardy's Lord of the Rings walk.
Well, I don't think
not the perception one.
No, there's one where he's like
Yeah.
he's summarizing the Lord of the Rings, and it's just walk, 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 walk.
It's so true. Top
He
Guard is
really
great.
likes showing the travel. Yeah.
Well, if you're going to be traveling upstream, I would like all three of you to give me survival checks and investigation checks.
Both of them?
Yes. Survival for your traveling upstream and oh, Joe.
Oh no.
And just general travel, and then investigation
Uh-oh.
for your trying to figure out what's going on with the river. Oh, Mako.
That looks about right.
Mako.
Do anything about that? I don't think I can. None of my bonuses can apply to
Mako, that's
that.
a 1.
I know it is.
Mako, that's a 1.
Oh no.
Mako, I'm trying to decide what's gonna happen to you for rolling a 1.
I think. How hot is it with right now? Like with is the river dried up and it's warmer, or is it like?
It's not like hot. It's warm, but it's not hot.
Okay.
I think you fall.
All
I
right.
think you twist your ankle.
Okay.
Oh no. Mako, you
I
okay?
think what happens is a bit of the soil under your foot just gives way from it, was once a muddy little crusty little area, and then it just whoop, your ankle just rolls.
Dang it. Ah. Make us like hopping on one foot, like. Oof. Okay.
Would you like me to take a look at it?
No, I got this. This is not the first time I've rolled my ankle. I'm good.
It will slow you down. You will not make as much progress today.
Just give me a minute. I'm gonna try and like judge like how rolled is this? Is this like it'll heal in like probably a day or so, or is this like I've really messed it up?
I'm feeling nice. It will heal in a day.
All right.
Roll another nat 1 and we'll see.
All right.
To ask a funny question.
Yo!
So just ask a funny question. Mako, what size are you?
I'm size small.
Size small. In that case, you can technically use Hercules as a mount if you would wish. Because I cannot, because I'm medium and so is Hercules, but you would be able to, or if you wanted. It would be pretty adorable.
Will Mako's pride let her do that?
In the interest of not slowing us down, I can take some assistance.
No, you're not faring much better. You don't twist your ankle, but you are tripping over just like a couple of like roots that have suddenly been turned up from the lack of water and mud. Couple little like just uneven ground. You're tripping up a little bit.
And after every single time I say, "Oh, watch out," to just no one in particular behind me, just like watch out for that root, watch out for that root. Even when no one else seems to be having a single bit of trouble with any of it.
Katasha's having a grand old time. She's just making her way up this riverbed. Yeah, and she's used to, used to this sort of thing. Sometimes the water dries up a little bit. For all of your investigation checks, you find nothing so far. Nothing shows up.
So
You're just like, there's no water. There's no water. There's still no water. Maybe if we try further ahead. The sun is now beginning to set overhead as you continue to walk / ride on a robotic dog up this riverbed where you have found nothing so far.
I should
Would
probably think
Kitasha
about.
like to roll another animal handling?
Yes. See if my crow friends come out. No, they don't. That's a 9.
There's a raven. There's one raven watching you. Curious. Before it starts flying further upstream. That's probably a good sign. You're probably going the right way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You guys want to stop for the night? Just call today a wash and try again tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that would be wise. If I'm tripping over this much during the daylight, I wouldn't like to think about how bad it might be at night.
And Miko, I would like to take a look at your ankle. It probably isn't too bad, but if there's any chance of an infection, we don't want to deal with that.
Nothing opened. It's just a twist. It's fine. I've dealt with far worse before.
I can
If
cast
you're afraid,
mending.
I'm going to tickle you. You can let me know, and I won't.
Kitasha, professionally, I'm fine.
I'm okay.
Sky Mother, are you okay up there?
I swallowed wrong. I'm okay.
All right. I can.
There's a few gusts of wind that go by.
Sounds like a weird cough.
Yeah, sounds like it's going through the trees really weird. It's fine.
I can take first watch if you like. If you both want to rest for a bit.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I'll go
Joe's
ahead and
gonna
take
do-
second since I can see in the dark.
Yeah. I'll catch the last one, so it's early in the morning.
Okay. And I'll keep the fire going in the meantime.
Sounds good. All right, Joe. Give us some perception checks as we enter into the night.
That's 7. Fortunately, I have my robot dog helping me.
Yeah, what's Hercules' perception?
I don't know. Does it say anything about?
I think Hercules can just do help action or something to just give you advantage. If you have
He
the
does it
better
for
one.
passive. He has passive perception 14, so his passive is doubly as good as my active perception, which is quite funny. Like him not even paying attention is me like I'm looking as hard as I can. Yeah,
Do you want him to do the help action before I roll?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I don't want to get one shot without knowing what's going to kill me. Oh, nice! I got a 10.
Okay, that's better. That's a little better.
An entire difficulty class higher.
You watch throughout the night. Well, not throughout the night, throughout your shift. It's quiet. There's not really much bird sound. You can hear a little bit, but every time you see one take off, it's heading further upstream.
Mm.
You hear a bit of rustling in the woods, but every time you kind of gaze out that way, nothing seems to come from it. You go through the rest of your watch, and everything seems fine. Kitasha and Mako, Can you give me some wisdom saves?
Oh.
Wisdom saves.
I see we only got a free.
Oh my
Our free trial of good rolls has expired.
Mako, why are you so bad at the wisdom saves,
I
though?
don't know.
Once more. Poor Mako is never gonna get good sleep.
Never.
That's all I'm saying.
Mako
Kitasha?
hasn't gotten good sleep in 2 years.
Yeah, it's true.
I was like, when was the last time Mika's had a good sleep? And all I can think of is the meme from Golden Girls, like picture it, Sicily, 1812, or something like that.
Now I'm gonna make this meme happen. It's very good. Oh man. Okay, so Kitasha,
Mm-hmm.
tell me what very nice dream you're having.
Mm.
Chew, 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 chew.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of eating.
Mm-hmm. I think Kitasha is dreaming about making food
Mm-hmm.
with Narfu.
Okay. What type of food? You could give
Mm,
our world examples, and we'll decide what what race those actually belong to.
yeah. I think it's gonna be like a granola mom's version of bangers and mash.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
So instead of like just mashed potatoes, there's like riced cauliflower in there and like other sort of like finely grated vegetables in an effort to make sure all the other kids eat their vegetables.
You're having that big sis moment of trying to make sure, get everyone to eat healthy. It's a very sweet dream. Lots of
Mhm.
fun cooking.
Yeah.
What a
I'm
good dream.
probably, yeah. Kitasha's probably doing the like toddler helping in the dream, standing on a stool and occasionally slapping whatever food is there.
Yes. Good times. Good times. So Mako.
Same nightmare as last time. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a long hallway, 2 figures, then her glaive covered in blood, and those figures lying dead on the floor. But this time in the background, there is another face, one with ridges on his head and spines on his shoulders. As like it's clear in the HBO adaptation, it's clear that Quill saw Mako kill these 2 people.
As we fade back out of Mako's poor dream, which hopefully Mako will roll a better wisdom saving for next time.
Nah, every time we roll, I'm gonna have the same nightmare. I bet.
I bet you at this point.
I mean, it only would be cinematic. I mean, every single time, just going a little bit farther in memory.
It is really good. I'm almost feeling like giving you disadvantage on wisdom saves just because I love it so much. Give me that drama. All right, Joe, the end of your watch has come and you've not noticed anything. It's so
Nice.
good.
Cool. I'll wake up
Everything's fine.
Katasha. I'll wake up Katasha and relay that and say, yeah. Seems
Everything
quiet
is
out.
fine.
Very, very quiet.
All right. There's a stretch. and gets up and takes the spot over by fire. And yeah, perception.
Yes. Give me that perception check.
Nope, not performance. Would be really cool though.
Let me
No,
perform.
no, it was almost a 19. That's a natty. That's a nasty natty. For a total of 4.
I'm telling you, our
Okay, Dice, you gotta work with me here because that was a nat 1. Forget you. I'm choosing
Yeah, it's a
what's
nasty
happening.
natty.
our free trial good rolls has
Definitely make 'em.
expired.
No, most of my rolls were pretty decent. I was going above 10 for most of mine, except for this natty nasty. Nasty natty.
Rolls averaging above 10.5. Please subscribe to D&D Beyond for an additional +2 to all of your dice rolls.
If you or someone you love has been affected by nasty natty. D&D Beyond.
Where is my... I closed all of my encounter sheets. Hold on.
Wow. So no encounter, everything good.
No, you have an encounter. Oh, there it is. Come here. Load up, please. Thank you. Joe, can you roll for... Is Hercules staying active after you go to sleep?
Yeah, he's immune to sleep, and like doesn't get tired. So yeah, I imagine he's at least keeping company. Like he might be like processing like a computer that's just kind of spaced out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to roll for him?
Go ahead and roll me just a d20. We'll see how that goes.
Alright, we're using physical dice for this one. Alright, let's do it. That's an 8.
Kitasha, you start to doze off. And you eventually just slump over. You were just so tired and your dream was so nice. And suddenly, you 3 are awaking to dangling in the trees, partially encased in web.
Ah. But we're dangling in the trees.
Yes!
Oh no.
And the big... Let's see if I can get my skittering noises through the trees. Yeah, it seems you 3 have been left to be something supper at some point tonight. Would you 3 like to roll me initiative?
You.
Now we're starting to get somewhere.
Oh, look at those initiatives.
There we go. That's my highest roll yet.
Alright, so we got... Look at that, Kitasha!
Look at me. I did it.
Alright, we'll start with Kitasha. What do you want to do? You're currently dangling upside down, partially encased in web.
Clarifying question.
Yes.
Does the do webs count as unsecured?
I'm having a moment of not knowing for sure the terminologies. D&D help me.
I didn't. How do you mean unsecured?
Yeah, for what purposes?
To cast Thunder Wave. If that
Ooh.
concussive damage would
I guess
destroy the web.
For setting the scene, Michaela, are we like just pinned to a web, or are we like Frodo like mummy wrapped?
You're Frodo'd, but not fully.
Okay.
You're like half Frodo'd, dangling upside down.
Dangling
You could
upside down.
thunder wave it.
Okay, so are we Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Is that the correct Spider-Man?
In the sense that we're upside down?
Hanging upside down, lips out?
Yeah. You are probably about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, so the fall damage won't be too bad.
You'll be fine.
All right. I'm assuming you can't use hands.
You could try to untangle your hands from the web. It'll just be a
I don't
simple
have to.
strength check.
I don't have to. I'm just
have
checking if I need a. I don't have to. The subtle spell meta magic, so I can cast it without somatic components.
You can do that.
Okay. I think I use this by going into action. I think. Boo, 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 boo. How many do I need to? Okay, I think it's only, yep, one sorcery point. So I will use that to subtle spell Thunder Wave. I would like, are we all within 15 feet of each other? Or
Yeah.
are Mako and Joe within 15 feet of me?
You're all within like 15 feet of each other. You can see a couple other husks around. You might send a couple husks down to the floor.
Maybe Thunderwave would also knock me and Mako, so I don't know how. I mean, I can't stop you, but it might hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it probably will, but that's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. Cast.
That's a sacrifice Katasha is willing to make.
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. It's only 5 Thunderwave damage.
Wait, is this Thunderclap or Thunderwave?
Thunderwave.
Okay. Because I was going to say Thunderclap is only a 5 feet area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's
so do
see.
we roll saves or something?
Yep, Constitution saves.
Can you really save from something you're not moving from?
Well, I guess it's Constitution, so it's more of just like, can you like power through it?
Withstand it.
What's your DC?
What is the save?
Save is 13.
Okay, so I beat.
Okay, so Mako takes 2 damage from the Thunder Wave. Joe still takes 5.
Mm-hmm.
The webs do snap that we're holding you guys up.
Yeah, Joe also gets pushed 10 feet during the fall.
So it's like full diagonally, I guess.
Away from me, yeah.
Okay. We're still gonna count that as 1d6 of fall damage.
Yeah. Do we roll that?
Everyone gets fall damage. I'm gonna roll it for you all.
Cool.
That's 3 points of fall damage for everyone as you fall onto the ground.
Oh.
And before we go on to Mako's turn, Katasha, roll me a perception check.
All right. And this time I will remember that I get an extra D4 for perception checks. And survival checks. I have not been rolling that. But first perception. You know what? It's not a 1. So I'll take that. So 5 plus 1, 6. But it's not
You
not
don't hear
a
anything.
nasty natty. Not a nasty natty.
You can't tell if the spider is close or not.
That's
We'll go to
fine.
Mako's
I duck
turn.
down.
Alright.
You're on the ground, Mako. What would you like to do? There's still a bit of webbing on you, but the
Yeah.
Thunderwave took most
I'm
of it
gonna
off.
finish freeing myself, and then I want to grab my poleaxe and ready myself for whatever's happening. Can I go ahead and make an active perception check in order to try and spot the spider?
Mm-hmm.
That's 8, 12. Can I add anything to that? Oh. Nope, I can't. Alright, 12 is what I'll get.
Okay. You don't see it, but you can hear the scuttling a little bit louder, and you're pretty sure from your thud of a fall, you've drawn its attention back to you three.
I'm going to ready my action that as soon as I spot the spider, I'm going to send my insect at it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Joe!
He's going to stand to his feet in great pain. Grab his sort of shield and spear at the ready. Can I see it at all? Is this another? Would I perception this one?
You'd have to perception. Also, by the way, Hercules comes skittering up to you because Hercules was not grabbed because it's not a living thing.
No.
At least not in the eyes of the spider.
So I rolled a 3 on the old perception there.
Everything's fine, Joe. It must have been a fluke. It's just cobwebs.
It's just, these are normal.
You're dreaming.
Okay, I will.
Did you roll over?
I quickly look around. Does anyone seem particularly hurt from our group?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm only down 5.
Knowing how this is likely to go, I'm going to cast Heroism on Mako.
Mm-hmm.
So for the next minute, as long as I hold concentration, you're immune to being frightened, and you gain 4 temporary hit points at the beginning of each of your turns. Okay. So obviously they refresh; they don't stack.
Right.
But yeah, that's all it is. So yeah, so as soon as your turn starts, you'll get 4. Sorry, so right now you have 4, and then at the start of every one of your turns from now on, you get an additional 4.
Sounds good.
All right, that's my turn. Yeah, nothing else I can do really.
The skittering gets louder. Much, much louder. I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
Oh no. Surely I can't roll below 10 a 4th time in a row. At 20!
Oh, that's much better. 15 plus 4, 19. My eyes are clear.
Beautiful, 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 you three. Beautiful.
We did it, guys.
Guess what you see?
We finally did it.
Why would we succeed on the one when it's right? But I look sideways at the camera. It's behind me, isn't it?
You know what? Because I don't want to freak a certain someone out with the more realistic one. This is gonna be the image we got for our little friend, otherwise known as a dire spider that's coming skittering towards you three.
Friend!
Alright.
At Mach speeds.
Alright. Spotting that
Being very
triggers
nice and
my
putting the very
Kinsect.
goofy spider in roll 20.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute.
Alright, the Kinsect flies out. Does a 19 hit it?
Yes. A 19 will hit.
It's 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
The ram stinger into it, then it returns to me.
The spider also turns to you.
Good. I'm the tank, that's my role.
Alright, it is Kitasha's turn.
It is Kitasha's turn. I'm going to cast. How close are we? Real quick, how close are we to it?
It came right on up to you. I rolled to see how fast it decided to move, and it rolled max. So it is.
It rolled
These
fast.
squares would be 5 feet.
Okay.
It rolled fast.
Perfect.
I was gonna give you time to prep. Nah.
Okay, perfect. So in that case, I'm going to cast Mage Armor. So
Mm-hmm.
now my AC is up to 15. And I'm going to use my bonus action to fly 10 feet back.
Okay.
Get me some space.
That makes it Mako's turn then.
Right. I'm gonna again send a Kinsect at him. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Alright. 7 piercing damage, and then I'm going to jump at him and attack with my glaive. That's a 24 to hit.
It's just a spider, David. What do you think? That hits the poor thing.
Alright, that's going to be a 12 damage on the glaive, and then I'm going to pop a superiority dice to do a trip attack. He needs to make a strength saving throw DC 14.
DC 14?
Yeah.
Okay. It makes it.
Okay. That's still an extra D8 of damage, though.
This spider is very bloody.
Alright, 6 more damage.
Oh. The spider's dead.
Oh.
The spider's already dead, Mako. The spider's dead.
Poor
terrifying.
Spider tried to jump us, and I jumped it.
Well, to be fair, I jumped us out of
realize
the
how much
tree
damage
Yeah.
your Kinsect would do.
Literally, the Kinsect as of right now is just adds me like a D6 extra per turn. When I hit level 5, it'll replace one of my attacks, so it'll help the scaling out. Honestly.
But
McKenna,
yes.
in David's inventory, it just says Uno reverse card.
Seriously, this
You tried to
spider-
jump him.
No, you see, I actually have the secret.
Spidey did jump you.
See, I actually have the secret ability PTSD, and you triggered it, so.
Oh no!
Untreated
Horrible
PTSD.
She's fine, we promise.
You just triggered my trap card.
Oh dear. So the spider's dead.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do we need to
check anything out here?
We could, you know, we'll see if we could go up and have a look at the spider and do a little investigating on. So that is this normal for this region? Is this like, Yeah, is this something we should be concerned about? Is there more of them around? Are we in one of their homes?
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Uh,
All right.
Investigate. If
Uh,
Kitasha wants to, she can do an animal handling. Joe.
on the spider corpse?
What kinda? I'm using it as a you knowing things about them. Okay, so the investigation check. That's a spider.
yeah, it's a
You
spider.
remember earlier that yes, dire spiders do live in this region because you saw one the last time you were traveling through this area. And you were very happy to not encounter it last time. Okay, Kitasha, you get to actually know the information that was prevalent to why the spider attacked you. You look at the spider and you look at the couple of like husks of corpses that fell down with you. I like your little spider fingers going on here. So this spider was, you can tell from the husks around it and kind of from the malnourishment of the spider that it's been struggling to feed recently. Normally it wouldn't go after groups. Knowing dire spiders, they usually tend to go after one big prey animal at a time, and that can usually last them a couple of days before they need to go get anything else. For it to go after 3 small creatures means it was probably desperate for food. Which also is why, when you escaped, instead of just cutting its losses, it decided to charge at you, desperate to try and get some more food. This thing was probably, in the best way, dehydrated and malnourished, since it couldn't gain any form of nutrients from draining victims. It's just probably to do with the river being dry. The river drying up probably means that all of the dire spiders in this region are struggling to feed if most of the wildlife has moved on from here. They've not moved on yet. Dire spiders, tend to be a bit more stubborn before they finally decide to move along. It was just a hungry, hungry boy, and you killed him. He just wanted some food.
Just want a little snacky.
Still trying to make us feel bad for it.
Just wanted some goldfish, okay?
But
you're not gonna succeed.
So with this
just threw
in
my
mind,
D20.
wow.
It just
with that knowledge in mind, Natasha would like to do an investigation check against the husks to see if they have anything cute.
Anything interesting that you can loot? Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my loot the body. Yeah, I saw. Hold on. Let me check. I saved some things for this. Where's my D&D folder? There it is.
Sorry guys, I'm just taking all the nat 20s at this point. That's my second one in a row.
Yeah, now that we're out of combat and not looking for spiders actively, you find, what do you find? You find some gold. About 10 pieces of gold. Nice. Pocket that. You find, let's see, what else do you find? I want to find something interesting in here, and I keep looking at these and they keep being like, oh, you find some string. No, that's not what you need. You rolled a 20. You deserve more. Ooh. How about this? I want you to roll an Arcana check on this ring that you find.
Is it a ring of hiding?
No.
Does it summon undead
Because
things to
obviously
me?
this halfling didn't make it.
11.
11, that's enough.
The ring of hiding from
You
spiders.
find a ring. You find a ring of the mimic.
Oh.
This ring may not shoot fireballs, but it never fails to impress shoppers. Once per day, you may use the ring of the mimic to transform magically into an inanimate object within sight. This object can only be between small and medium sizes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, but the second you move, it disappears.
So you can just turn into like a
Welcome
base
to
or like
your
a...
new item.
That's great.
Can anyone tell I like mimics? I'll send you this stuff written out for you too. But I think
awesome.
that's the main thing you find. You otherwise just, it's a couple of dwarves and a halfling. Probably wasn't all that much of a meal for this spider, but it tried. Looks like they were traders of some kind. Not guild members. You don't see any guild regalia on them, so that's good at least, I guess.
Oh,
No one you knew.
yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Not much else to see. You're only a little ways out from the riverbed if you wanted to go back that way.
Do we want to sleep here or
I'd rather
do we
sleep
want to sleep
back in our other location.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's head over there and try and just sleep out the rest of the night. Try and I don't want to be short on anything tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would Mako like to take over this last little break before we call it a night?
Perception?
Perception check. Yes.
Oof. It's only an 8.
It's not a 1.
Yeah.
At least it's not a 1. You do notice as you're there, you do see a couple of animals just following up along the riverbed. There's a fox that trots along and it stops and it looks at you and tilts its head, but then quickly scampers off upstream. You're realizing, okay, well, the water, something either must be blocking it or something, because these animals aren't leaving this riverbed.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just deciding to go a little bit upstream. So you think, yeah, this is probably the right idea. Let's just keep going forward. In the distance, you can hear a bit of what you assume to be a rock slide, but you're pretty sure you're safe. There's shouldn't be anything close to you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds too far away. Before we end, let's get a wisdom check from Joe and from Kitasha. For our last dreams of the night.
Wisdom save, yes? Or I guess it's the same roll, it doesn't really matter for me.
19 from Kitasha.
Kitasha gets to go back to her nice dreams of cooking and tasting. Lots of tasting. What's a good dream for Joe before we leave tonight?
I think the whole family is back together. maybe sharing a meal or just having a day out. And as dreams often are, it's blurry and doesn't quite make sense, and random characters come and go. But it's a dream that has happy memories.
Is it the whole family?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing you notice just in passing before you wake up and begin the day is that when you look upon Amelia's face, her eyes are glowing the wrong color. And then you wake up.
Well, that's going to put him in a funny
And
space.
everyone wakes up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to take on the day. And that is where we will leave today.
Oh, wow.
We can continue on our riverboat adventure next week.